What is going on? Sticks here, and today we are going to jump into another build here in Reptile Ranch. This is going to be episode 3 of Reptile Ranch, and so we are going to jump in here. We completed a couple of research things on our Aldabra tortoises. You can see green iguana already all the way done, and we've got some mechanic research on barriers going. I want to get the one-way glasses, the main thing I'm working on right now. I think we're pretty close to it. Yeah, it'll be the next thing that we research, so that'll be really good. I'd be excited to have that because I do want to build at some point an underwater viewing for a couple of these. But right now, what I want to do is add a new habitat here for. I think I want to put Gharials in, and so I think that's going to be a good spot. I want to kind of build it off of this area down to the south here, or to the bottom of the screen basically is where we're going to build it off that path there. And I think that'll be a really cool area to put something like Gharial. I really like the Gharial design in the game. I think it'll look really good, and we've already got our staff buildings there on the left side, so I think it'll be really good. So we're going to jump into a speed build here. We're in time lapse it here. You guys can watch me struggle with some of this pathing and stuff. A lot of fun though here. So we're going to get it though. And yeah, you can see already we're having some issues, but that's okay. We get this area built, and I struggle a little bit here because A, I want the sun to come back up, and B, trying to figure out how to build this, and I forgot the basics here of how to build these things. So we build it and rebuild it a couple times, and you can see I built a nice ramp there and get a couple ramps, but there's kind of what I was going for. I wanted ramps really, but then I realized, oh, I cannot lower the terrain now because I put the path there. So that's a problem. We're going to redo this, redo all that, build this area first. And definitely, I think there's a better way I could have done this. You can see I'm kind of smoothing it out, trying to get it. There we go. And then we get it, but I think I put it too close here, and we're going to have to redo it again. Yeah, we definitely struggled with this for a while I'm going through this, but we do eventually get it. I figured out the proper way to do it, and that was part of the problem. So here I'm kind of fixing it so I can actually get it to attach. I do want it to be pretty close to the bottom there, and what we'll do eventually, we may not do it in this episode, but we are going to add some rocks and different some stuff around there so I can get a better look here, so it looks a little bit more cohesive. You can see I'm just struggling here to get it to connect, but we finally do. And yeah, that looks pretty okay. I don't like it still. So we're going to put it in. And yeah, you can see I struggle a lot here with getting the path to connect, and finally we do get it. And I think that's going to be where we leave it. I'm happy with that. We can move those things over. Put the gate in, and we do put barriers. I think I want to eventually change this to natural barriers. That way I don't have to worry about the maintenance of them and everything. And I think I said the same thing. I don't mind the wood barrier, but it is just going to be, something that we have to deal with getting those repaired. And I'd rather switch it over to some pre-built piece that I don't have to. So let's look through the Gharials, see what we have. So that's 87, 62. Yeah, some of those are bronze and gold are really expensive right now. That one's just okay. I was hoping there was one for cash because we've got, 86,000, but oh, that one's actually pretty good. And it's a male size. And then we need a female too. Let's see what we can find, though. There's got to be something good here. Somebody putting a good one out there. Feeling the vibe here that we're going to get something good out of these Gharials. The size is good. Longevity is not great. That one's kind of just neutral. And I think we can have 1 male and 6 females. And I'm not sure I built the habitat big enough. for that many. But we will, sure, we'll adopt that one. Not great on longevity, but we can breed that out. We'll get rid of them, and as we get more conservation credits, getting rid of some of these will be, getting some better ones will be good for us. But we'll start off small. There's still a pretty new zoo here, and we will see what we can find. There, and Gharial, yeah, so we can't afford hardly anything. Yeah, because we have 151 conservation credits right now. So, yeah, everything is out of our... yeah, we just... so there's basically 2 I can adopt, and right now, I'm going to send the one that we got to the zoo. If I can remember where that tab is, there we go. And send it to the Gharial. And then here it comes running. So there's 2 new females. Oh, that longevity is terrible on that one. That one's not great either. It's so cheap. We're fine. Yeah, we just had to get something. I think, yeah, it's fine. So there we go. We've got our one in there. We're going to pause it. I want to check the enrichment stuff. So fix the terrain. So its size is good. We're really good on space, and its water is really good too. So really, let's fix the terrain real fast. Paint that terrain and get a few items in here, and I think we'll be okay. All right, and we'll just speed this up here. Put down the terrain, put in a few rocks, a little bit of sand there. That looks green for all of them. We're gonna throw some rocks down, do some scenery in here, make it look, have a little bit more coverage. I think that tree looks a little big. So yeah, I think that's something I definitely need to work on, is learning how to cover these areas, make them look a little bit better. I think I still definitely need more stuff in here, because really it looks pretty bare. Even with, I put some good coverage in here, and you can see I get that. But yeah, it still looks just kind of, there's not a lot going on here. And so I feel like definitely need some more stuff here. That looks pretty good. I definitely think that back corner needs something. Maybe a little rock structure would be cool. Enrichment, I think their hard shelter was fine. So we should be good there. It still says I need a vet surgery and quarantine. We haven't got either of those still. And honestly, I don't plan on getting them. So that's okay with me. I'm not too worried about it. We are going to get another caretaker, or another animal keeper, because we will need another keeper here, zookeeper, because I added a new place, and I definitely don't want them to get overworked. And yeah, so adding, I probably need another mechanic would probably be helpful, because I am trying to get all these people trained up. The vet, I'm doing okay with keeping up with everything right now, so if we need to, we can add another vet later. But yeah, we will. The 2 keepers, so we've got a keeper basically that's taking care of the Aldabra tortoises, and then we've got a keeper that's taking care of the iguanas and the Galapagos tortoises. And then we're going to add a new keeper, some new keeper facilities here, some different facilities, add some benches, going back into a quick time lapse here to finish this up. I think that looks really, yeah, I like that. I think I do definitely want to put some different things there. So conservation boards, I want to get some good education rating here, so I think adding these is going to help a little bit. I also need to remember to add some speakers in, and I'm going to add a couple vending machines here. I probably need to add an ATM now that I think about it, because I don't think I added one. Yeah, some waste bins, donation bins there, all that stuff, and yeah, there we go. So let's play this out. Yeah, I really like those Gharials. There it is going into the water. Looks pretty good. So yeah, I think I want to build this area out on the zoo. And so I think I will add some more, at least one more egg, habitat to the left of this one. And then kind of, that might be where this part of the zoo ends. And then we'll have a couple other things to do as well. And there's our other one coming in, our female Gharial. There's already somebody looking at those Gharial. Man, that is a big boy too. I like it. But yeah, we definitely need, so I need to pretty up that area back there where I just threw those staff facilities in. And get those conservation credits. Still need a vet surgery, obviously, and a quarantine because we never built those. We're up to $80,000, so we're doing pretty good on cash. And yeah, we're researching that. I'm going to put this person on the Gharials because we don't have very many enrichment items for them right now. And this will actually help us when we get our other ones, because a lot of the enrichment items will carry over to those, over to any other crocs that we add, alligators, that kind of thing. Definitely going to help out on that. And we did get a new mechanic here, so I do want them researching some of the themes and like food shops, that kind of stuff. We have everything that needs to be researched still, so definitely a lot of things we need to get. And I need to get some more of the DLCs, because I know some of them have some of the reptiles and amphibians that I'm going to want to add to the zoo, so we definitely need to do that as well. But yeah, we're finishing up that barrier so we get the one-way glass, and then we can add some other stuff. Our vendors are overworked, and I think that's probably because I just have the exact number of vendors I need. I may need to add another one, and I definitely need to work on work zones at some point. But I probably need to add another keeper. I think since we added the others in there. I'm just going through here. I'm kind of being selective right now, and I probably don't need to be. I think I could just upgrade all of them, because they're going to do their tasks faster when you upgrade them or give them training. And so that's going to be helpful for me. I do have to pay them more, obviously, and I'm paying for their training. But in the end, I'm getting a better employee. And so it's definitely going to benefit the zoo to have those guys trained up. You can see we got the one security guard. I probably will need to look at adding some security cameras and that kind of stuff as well. Just because we are getting some areas that obviously security guard can't be everywhere all at once, and I don't want to hire a whole bunch of security guards. So I definitely want to, at some point, change up the Gharial habitat. You know, we've built it, we've put them in. I just felt like we needed another animal in here to get people to come to our zoo, and that is going to help us in the long run. Oh yeah, I forgot to put their underwater feeder, because that's really the only enrichment item they have. And I also didn't put down a feeding tray, or they don't need water, because we do need a water treatment facility though, because yeah, I don't want them to get sick. So I think they need the other food tray, not that one. And of course, if I could spell Gharial, that would be helpful. I think if I put that, it there, that'll look fine. And I can kind of hide it a little bit. You can lower it, that kind of stuff. We don't need that, but we do need a water treatment facility. So let's go ahead and get that, because we don't want our Gharials to have issues. And I think, yeah, if I put it there, we can scoot it over later, and we may put it to where it's more in the, like, I think I want to put a staff path probably between these two habitats. And that way we can, yeah, that'll work for now. I don't think that's connected though. Yeah, I don't think it is. But it says it's fine. I don't know. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. We'll move it later so it can be in a little bit better spot so it's not just covering. Obviously, we wanted to cover that one, but I wanted to cover like 3 or preferably like 4 or 5 habitats if we can. That way we don't have to pay for a whole bunch of water treatment facilities. Yeah, saying they can't get to that. So let's figure that out. It's not connecting, I think, is the problem. So let's see if we can... Yeah, this is what I struggle with sometimes, the pathing to these things. So it's not going to let me do that. Or is it? No. Terrain modification failed. So let me do that, but that's not going to connect it on that end then. Yeah, see, it just stops it right there. So my people can't hop over that little tiny curb there. So that's going to be a problem. So let's see if we can get it. It's not going to line up right. This is so weird. These are the things that get me sometimes. Like, I'm still pretty new to the game, so sometimes it's hard for me to figure out what's going on here. I think it's probably because I have it as part of that group and I didn't put the path. That's probably the problem. Oh, and you know what? I don't think they can get to that research facility because that's not connected either. Isn't that workshop? Or is he already in there? Maybe they can get to it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think he's already in there. Because the game, yeah, the game's playing. It looks like there's somebody in there, so I guess it was close enough. Yeah, definitely something I think we're going to have to do over again, probably. Let's see if we can get... This is something I just struggle with. So now I can't even do any of that. So let's move it. Maybe I can put it further down. It'll connect further down, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you guys tell me in the comments down below. Maybe it doesn't need to connect to the path, but I don't know. I'm struggling. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Is it fine? Can they get it now? Okay. So yeah, I think if we move it out of that group, I can make it connect. Because right now I think it's in that group, and that's the problem. Yeah. See now it can connect. So yeah, we'll just place it over there. That's fine. I mean, it's kind of a temporary spot anyways, I think. Yeah, that'll work. As my thought is, we'll have the other habitat to the left of this area, basically. There'll be a path kind of in between them so the keepers can get there and everything. Oh, we got some Gharial research going. Sweet. So they're really trucking on that. And then, yeah, that's good. And then we're still waiting on that barrier. As soon as that barrier's done, I'm going to get them on theme, that person on a theme, because I definitely want some of that stuff, and we'll get some of the other DLCs and everything as well. But for right now, I think these Gharials, yeah, they just need enrichment. So, oh, we should be able to place them down though now, because we just got some. So, and that'll increase our, man, look how much bigger that one is. That male is so much bigger. So how do I, probably need to zoom around, spin around and then go underwater. How far does it have to be? Can it go under the ground? That's my other question. I don't know if it's deep enough. I think I looked it up and I figured out that it was deep enough. So now their enrichment, it's a lot better. So that's good. And then, yeah, so habitat, if I go... So I can put all of these in there. There, the enrichments, yeah, it's good now. I do want to add maybe a rubber ducky or something. I think the rubber ducky is kind of fun. Let's see if they actually play with it. Of course, it fell over. Right away. I don't think... I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I don't think they can use that. Must be, yeah. Okay, there we go. That's what they can use. I was like, oh, they can't use a climbable pillar. I'm sure it was for something else. I like that area over there. The trees look good and everything. I think I want to add a few more trees along the back there. I think would be really good. And again, this barrier. Yeah. Look at all those little tortoises in there. Oh, it looks so amazing. Yeah, I'll urgently call them to these barriers again. I feel like we've done this a couple times now, right? Where all of a sudden they need a mechanic like immediately. But yeah, they're bringing in. So there we go. Research complete. So we can take off of that, and I think we can start on some drink shops. Yeah, that'll be good. I definitely want to add some more things. Save it there. I think that is a pretty good spot to end this episode, I think. I think I completed kind of what I wanted to do. Let's look at our big boy, Gharial there. You can see how much bigger he is compared to the female that's in the same habitat. And those guests are getting a good close and personal look of those Gharials. They can go underneath, so maybe I need to make something else there. But for right now, I think it's okay. They seem to be swimming out that direction anyways, so I think it's okay. I'm really happy with this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I had a lot of fun building this. I learned some things and the proper procedures of how to put water and a path over the water in, which I will hopefully be a little faster next time. Thank you guys for staying with me, struggling through this with me. I do appreciate it. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any ideas of what I should add next, let me know down in the comments below. I am always taking those. This is just a fun series for me to go through, learning Planet Zoo while we're building a franchise with these reptiles, amphibians, things of that nature. So let me know what you guys think down below, though. And as always, I do appreciate you for stopping by and enjoy.